Have you ever felt like you were waiting for something, but you weren't even sure what it was? A sense of longing, a feeling that something is missing. Long before that first Christmas night in Bethlehem, the entire world was waiting. Humanity was carrying a heavy weight, the weight of our mistakes, our fears, and a deep separation from God. Into this brokenness, God promised to send hope. Hundreds of years before Jesus was born, the prophet Isaiah spoke these words, "For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder." This wasn't a promise of an earthly king who would conquer with armies. It was the promise of a Savior who would carry the burdens of our very souls. And when that moment finally came, it wasn't what anyone expected. The King of Heaven wasn't born in a grand palace surrounded by luxury and power. He was born in a simple, humble stable. There was no royal welcome, no earthly honor. His mother, Mary, wrapped him in plain cloth and laid him in a feeding trough for animals, a manger. This humble beginning speaks volumes to the human heart. God didn't arrive with a show of force or pride. He came in quiet humility. The Gospel of Luke tells us, "And she brought forth her firstborn son, and wrapped him in swaddling clothes, and laid him in a manger," because there was no room for them in the inn. Think about that. There was no room for God in the world He created. In this, God shows us that He doesn't come to the proud or the powerful. He draws near to the humble. He meets us right where we are, especially when it feels like there's no room, no strength, and no answers left. On that very same night, something incredible happened. An angel appeared not to kings or religious leaders, but to ordinary shepherds watching their flocks. These were simple men, living simple lives, and they were the first to hear the greatest news in history. The angel told them, "Fear not, for behold, I bring you good tidings of great joy, which shall be to all people. For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Saviour, which is Christ the Lord." This message wasn't just for a select few. It was for everyone. Not just for the wealthy or the influential, but for every single soul searching for peace, forgiveness, and purpose. The birth of Jesus is a powerful reminder that God sees you, especially in your lowest moments. He isn't afraid of our darkness. He enters it quietly and offers His light. From a spiritual perspective, this single event changes everything. It tells us that God doesn't wait for us to clean up our act or become perfect before He comes to us. He makes the first move. He comes gently. He comes with unconditional love. The Apostle John wrote, "And the Word was made flesh, and dwelt among us." God Himself chose to become human, to live among us, to understand our pain, our struggles, and our deepest fears from the inside out. So, if you're watching this today and you feel tired, overwhelmed, or just distant from God, remember the story of Christmas. Remember that God has not forgotten you. He entered the world once, humbly and silently, and He still desires to enter our hearts in that very same way today. This story isn't just a historical account. It's an invitation. It teaches us humility, trust, and the beauty of surrender. It invites us to open our hearts, to make room for God right where we are, not where we think we should be. The birth of Jesus Christ is the dawn of redemption. It's the ultimate proof that God's love is not distant, harsh, or conditional. It is near, it is gentle, and it is for you. Thank you for watching. If this message touched your heart, consider sharing it with someone who might need to hear it. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like this.